Welcome to the annual Volunteer Recognition and Senior of the Year dinner for the year 2013. And I'd like to have you all recognize the special guest of honor, Joan Matuzis, who's going to be coming into the room, escorted by the Senior Center staff, the Shine staff, and her family members and special guests. Welcome. Come on in. Come on in. We're going to ask everyone to remain standing. As soon as everybody gets situated, we're going to open with the Pledge of Allegiance. Hi, Joan. Congratulations. Grab a spot. Hey, how are you? Grab your spot. Grab your spot. You all set? Let me know when you're ready. Yeah, we'll just stand just for 1 sec. All right, all set? Okay, if you could join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, and I would now like to turn it over to the acting director, Dolores DeVita, who is going to introduce the student to sing the Star Spangled Banner for us. Dolores?
Hello. The high school graciously agreed to come down and sing the Star Spangled Banner, and the students are Leanne Hill, Carolyn Chaplin, Robert Cote, and Eric Miller.
Excellent job. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please be seated, everyone. And if I could just have everyone's attention for one last second before we get started. As soon as the sheriff gets situated. Yeah. Yeah.
You should have one over here.
Over here, the chief, I don't care.
Okay, the chief.
I'll sit down with the chief.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, yeah. Before we get started, I'd just like to recognize a moment of silence for Ruth Ann, who is obviously not here physically, but is certainly here in spirit. The senior center was her vision, her passion. The seniors of this community were her love. Thank you, and we'll get started with the luncheon, and after we eat, we can go forward on the program. So enjoy the meal, folks. Okay, if I could have everyone's attention while we're finishing up. I'd like to move along with some of the items that we have in the program. You can obviously continue to eat. I don't want to rush anybody. Before we get started, I want to recognize Bossy's Catering of Mendon, who put on the meal. Thank you very much for another great meal. The head table flowers, corsage, and balloons are donated by Stop and Shop, so thank you very much, Stop and Shop. And the Consigli Construction Company offered volunteers as usual, and we appreciate their help. So I'd like to move along with the program, and I'm going to change the order a little bit, and I'm going to ask Dolores to come up and start the volunteer recognition portion right now. All right? Is that okay?
Thank you.
I waited for you to get back anyway.
Okay. How's everybody doing? Was the chicken good? Yeah? Good. Okay. On behalf of the Milford Senior Center, Jonna, myself, and especially Ruth Ann, I'd like to say thank you very much for your contribution of time and effort. This event was Ruth Ann's favorite event. This was her pride and joy. This is her way of acknowledging all of your hard work and giving a little something back to you. And I'm sure, I really am sure, that she's looking down and sharing this day with us right now. Thank you very much for everything and all that you do. Volunteers are very hard to come by, and we're so fortunate and we're so grateful to have over 100 devoted and dedicated volunteers at our senior center. So congratulations, and truly from my heart, thank you very much. I love you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Dolores. The next item that I'd like to do is the President's Awards. I think as a lot of you realize, we started this several years ago to give a little bit of special recognition to folks who kind of went above and beyond the call of duty in helping out the senior center. So today we have, let me just see here, 1, 2, 3, 4 individuals. Yeah. Okay. So the first individual that I have has worked with the Meals on Wheels for many years. This volunteer is always ready with a smile as he cheerfully greets everyone. He loves the Boston Red Sox and is quick to strike up a conversation about his beloved Sox. That was a challenge last year, not so much this year. During the winter months, this volunteer visits friends in Florida and plays in a softball league. In addition to volunteering, he keeps fit and active by walking, swimming, and bike riding. The Senior Center loves having him as part of the Meals on Wheels family. Thank you, Wynn Dickinson. Is Wynn here? You gotta come up. You don't get your award unless you come up. The next individual has been a volunteer at the Senior Center for almost 10 years. She runs the Sunday Bingo, which involves counting money, fixing any computer problems, and making sure bingo runs smoothly. No small job indeed. This volunteer is kind, very friendly, patient, and well-liked because of her ability to get along with everyone. We are truly lucky to have her. Thank you, Blanche Bootwell. Blanche is not here, so we'll hold this for her when she's back. She's out volunteering, recruiting the next bingo game. This next recipient has a vibrant personality, is fun-loving, and enjoys talking to people. She's an asset to our gift shop because of her great organizational skills. In addition to that, she volunteers for the Shine program, where she collates and sets up manuals for the Shine counselors. We love her ability to be so efficient while smiling the whole time. Thank you, Dorothy Roth. Husband is Eddie Roth. Thank you. This next individual is extremely reliable and is the first one to the Meals on Wheels site every day. He's been with us for only a year and a half, but in that time he's become a part of the family. He's always cheerful and cares about his co-workers. For example, he always checks in with others after bad weather to make sure everyone fared okay. The volunteer is our resident politician because he knows just about everyone in town. In addition to his volunteer work with the Meals on Wheels, he has also volunteered with the My One Wish Foundation, and it is difficult to imagine our program without this recipient. Thank you, Peter Pelly. Peter. You have to come up, Peter. Well, I know. Yeah. Okay, so with that, I'd like to start the recognition process for our Senior of the Year. And the first person that I'd like to call on would be a representative from Congressman Kennedy's office, and that's Lisa Nelson.
Well, Joan. I know, exactly. The Congressman is so sorry that he couldn't be here himself today, but he just wanted to tell all of you how important volunteerism is. And as you well know, his family has a reputation for volunteerism, so it's near and dear to his heart. And with over 100 volunteers that help look out for the Senior Center, it must be very difficult to choose just one for this award. So Joan, you must be a very, very special person, which I can tell that you are. So on behalf of Congressman Kennedy, I would like to present you with this citation. The Certificate of Special Congressional Recognition is presented to Joan upon being named the Milford, Massachusetts Senior Center Senior of the Year in recognition of the difference you make in the lives of others. Signed, Joe Kennedy.
We also have with us today a very special guest who has been a friend of seniors since he's been in office, and that's our County Sheriff, Lou Evangelitis.
Thank you, Brian. great to be here with you all again in Milford. And obviously, we're all thinking of Ruth Ann, the times we spend here with her, and this is just a tremendous testament to her. And I've always really enjoyed coming down here. You have really as good a senior center as exists in Worcester County, and you should be lauded for that and continuing this tradition on, because it's so important and it's such a wonderful place to come. And I thank you so much for the warm welcome you've always given me here, sitting with Chief O'Loughlin today. Thank you for sitting me next to the Chief. He's a good friend and great leader in your community as well. I'd just like to say a few things. First, I got a chance to meet Joan, your lovely family over there, Ed, your children. Very proud of you today, as they should be. I was learning a little bit about you today, Joan. First thing they tell me is you're from Charlestown. That tells a lot about a person when they're from Charlestown. But the thing about Charlestown for you is I know you could walk to the old Boston Garden and you became a big Bruins fan during living there. I bet that's probably where it started. Is that right?
Kind of.
All right. Well, let's hope the Bruins win this game tonight and close out the Leafs so we can get a couple days off and move on to round 2, okay? So, anyway, I know you've done so much for the senior center here, so much in the community. I'm familiar with the program you've done with the breads and the pastries. You've given so much to so many different organizations. When I heard you were going to be recognized as the Senior of the Year for 2013, I was just so honored and privileged to get a chance to come down and present you with a citation from the Sheriff's Office. So with that in mind, I have it here for you today. It's a nice citation. It is from the Commonwealth of Mass. It's going to be presented to you, Joni, in recognition of being named the Senior of the Year 2013. Would you mind getting up so I can hand it to you, please? I will, I know you're short, but everybody feels short next to me. It's not just you. But it is being named the Senior Year 2013 by the Milford Senior Center. I would like to extend my best wishes for future good success and all your future endeavors, signed by the Sheriff. We did clear up that your name is Lithuanian, mine's Greek, but we're all brothers and sisters anyway. He's Lithuanian, you're Irish.
Right.
Got it. I remember that. So anyway, congratulations on a job well done. I'm so honored to be here. Thank you.
Thank you.
There you go. You can just look there. Perfect. Thank you. Congratulations. No handcuffs today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Sheriff, thank you for being here. The next person I'd like to introduce is also a great friend to the senior community, Representative John Fernandes.
Thank you, Brian. I don't want you to think that there's any protocol here in terms of the value of the office with the sheriff going first. We simply decided to go by height. And I came in second among those of us that are here. And I'm going to not talk for a long time because the longer we talk, the more nervous this lady becomes. She really doesn't want to have to speak, but we're going to make her speak. And I told her everybody would turn around when she spoke so she didn't actually have to look you in the eye when she was doing it. Actually, I'm going to be able to shorten this program because Senator Moore was not able to be with us today. And he asked me to bring his citation for Joan and to give his best wishes to you as well, and to congratulate the President Award winners. Great job done this year. And to once again thank all of you, the over 100 people who volunteer down here. When we build facilities as good as a facility like this, there was a time where we would build facilities and, forget what it takes to then go manage that facility and forget the operational costs that it takes to keep a facility running, and particularly something this large and this elaborate, which is such a great asset to the community. It is both here and throughout the community the work of volunteers that allows us to do this and to save money for everybody in terms of having to bring full-time staff in. There are estimates out there that the hourly value of a volunteer is like $25 an hour or greater. And when you add up all the time that you folks put in, no, you're not going to get paid that. When you add up all of the time that you folks put in, you can understand how much money you're saving for the town in the ability to deliver these services. And when you volunteer, you put a certain heart and soul into it and a passion into it that is different than people who come to work every day. So I want to thank you all for what you've done, congratulate the President, award winners, and Joan, you want to stand up? And you are joining a really, really great group of predecessors who have won this award, and I know at some point today those who are with us will be asked to stand, and then when this is over, you'll get to stand out there with them and watch somebody else nervously have to do this. But honestly, it is the beauty of that not wanting to be in the spotlight that makes us so much appreciate the work that you do. And so at some point in time, you got to let people say thank you, and that's what we're here to do. And I have a citation in recognition of your being honored as the Senior of the Year from the Senate. It's signed by Terry Murray, the President of the Senate, offered by Richard Moore, your senator, and signed by the clerk, who's William Welch, and as the senator would like to say, a resident of Milford. And I have one from the House, and you'll notice I put it on top of his, because it really is the one you're going to want to keep. And it's similarly honoring you as Senior of the Year, and it's signed by Robert DeLeo and offered proudly by me as your state representative. So thank you, Joan, and congratulations to you and your family. And I do want to add in closing, I don't want to take this anywhere else than it belongs, but I want to add my voice of gratitude to Ruth Ann and sadness for her and us, for the family, and for us for her passing. She just was such a great asset to the community over all these years. We're all going to miss her, and we certainly all appreciate all that she did, and thank you for the support you gave to her. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Before we get into the recognition of the Senior of the Year, I would like to recognize and thank for coming a good friend of the seniors of the community, our police chief, Tom O'Laughlin. Tom, thank you for being here. And also for folks that haven't met our new town administrator, Rick Villani, he's here as well. And let me take this opportunity to personally thank Dolores and Jonna and their staff for carrying on things so well, so wonderfully, and really making this event seamless. Joan Matuzis. She has been a volunteer since the building opened in 2004. She has volunteered for almost every event and program that assistance is needed on. She serves at both the monthly breakfasts and the healthy living luncheons all year, not to mention she even helps prepare the breakfast twice a year. She's such a dedicated volunteer that she even comes to the center every morning to sort and distribute the bread and pastry donations from Hannaford Supermarket. When there's a function or event in the large Milford room, we can all count on Joan and her fellow Red Hatters to be here to set up tables, decorate, and remind all of us how it should be done. She's always willing to assist, works very hard, stays calm in the midst of typical event crises. She stays calm. She's very, very calm. She's still calm. This isn't an event crisis, Joan, but you're looking calm. And she has an amazing capacity for giving, and the center and our staff are very lucky to count on her, not only as a friend, but family. So let me present, in my other role, as a member of the Board of Selectmen, I too have a citation from our board in recognition of her designation as Senior of the Year 2013, and for her dedication to the Senior Center and all senior citizens of Milford. On behalf of the people of Milford, the Selectmen extend their very best wishes and express the hope for future good fortune and continued success in all endeavors. Given this 10th day of May 2013, William D. Buckley, Chairman, Dino B. Tabat-Lameus, Member, Brian Murray, Member. Joan? And I think it is that time. For Vincent and Stanley, do you have the key ready? No, you do have the key ready. It's right here. I will turn this over to you. Officially recognize you.
Thank you. Before we present the key to Joan, I just want to make a few comments. Number one, Joan, being the senior of the year means that, and I know you're familiar with numbers, so this means that you're number one. And I think that in all fairness, I'm going to present you the number one, and if we have any comments, she can put it into retirement for another year or so. Joan, thank you for your indulgence with the numbers and the people, and me also, because you and I kind of talked about timing. We'll have to sit down and have another big meeting about that. In the meantime, would you please stand? Joan, we want to present you with the key to the Milford Senior Center. Anytime you want to come in, want to present you with this key, anytime you'd like to come in, you can have this key, you can use it if you have a little trouble. I don't know where Berg is, but I'm sure he'll be around to help you. So, in all happiness from all the seniors, thank you. Joan, here is the key. This is your number one key, and you can keep it for a year. Thank you.
After a year, we changed the lock. Joan, this is your chance. Congratulations.
I don't even know how to talk into this thing.
Just hold it, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, just keep it up.
Okay. I'd like to thank the Council on Aging for nominating me as Senior of the Year and all honored guests. My husband Ed, sons Bobby, Steve, and David, and the grandchildren Courtney, Patrick, and Ashley that are here. Ed Jr. had to work, and the other grandson had to go to school. Back on May 27, 2004, Ruth Ann had a meeting to talk about a group called the Red Hats and what they do. I was not able to attend, but my partner in crime, AKA my evil twin Gail, we are quite often called by each other's name, took notes. Lo and behold, we were hooked with Ladies with Attitude was born. Through Ruth Ann and this group, I met a lot of wonderful people, and new friendships began and still remain until this day. Thank you to all honored guests and everybody else.
Thank you, Joan, and congratulations, and thank you so much for your service. Before we break, there are some corporate volunteers that helped out that I didn't mention. I'd like to. Hannaford Supermarket, Casanova Market, Isabel's Market and Restaurant, Jean's Catering, Milford Food Pantry, Milford Police Association, Oliva's Market and Catering, Ray and Dick's Bakery, Stop and Shop, and the Worcester County Sheriff's Department through a donation by Allied Waste Services. I was going to get to that. That was the last one I was going to do. But thanks, Doris. You took lessons from Ruth Ann well. Yeah. So I know that the agenda says it would be singing God Bless America. I'm not going to do that. Bob Dwyer is usually here, but I don't see Bob today. So I just want to thank Jim Calories for taking the photos. And yes, Jim, thank you. And everyone, please stick around for the annual volunteer group photograph. Can I say one thing? Oh, absolutely, sure. I'm all done. There you go.
I just wanted to say thank you very much to the program coordinator, Jonna O'Laughlin. And thank you very much to the volunteer coordinator, Jeannie Dudley. These girls have worked for weeks, very, very hard work for weeks, and thank you very much. I appreciate everything both of you did. Thank you. So we're all supposed to sing God Bless America together.
Well, if you want to sing, you can. I'm not leading.
Anybody? Where's Gail?
Are you nervous?
Gail,
Brian,
you want
are
to
you
start
nervous?
God Bless America?
I don't want to subject people to that.
Sure, you want to present some? Okay, this is a rose and a card from the Red Hatters to Joni. So, thank you. Gail, do you want to come up here and start God Bless America? She's not shy.
She just had her eyes dilated. so
Well,
can't
she
see.
doesn't have to use her eyes to sing.
But you
right?
can't see where she's walking.
Oh, I'll bring her up. That's okay. Okay? Yes, all right.
Okay, would everybody please stand and join in? I need all the help I can get.
Yes, you do. That's my evil twin.
This. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountain to the prairie to the ocean, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
All right.
Wait a minute, community chorus, what can I say?
Excellent job. Bob has competition. So please stay for the photograph. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice weekend.